and I work at Illuminations as a spiritual psychologist. Actually, I'm a transpersonal psychologist, and I'm also a hypnotherapist, regression therapist. I basically, this journey with Illuminations that I'm here for the last I think a little bit more than 3 years now. It's my 4th year running here. Yeah, and it has been really amazing journey so far, and there have been numerous people that I encountered all these past years through my work at Illuminations. And from everyone that I met, I have learned so much and grown so much. And I just hope that they have also learned and grown from me equally. And today I'm going to talk about hypnosis, and I'm going to tell you how hypnosis is important, how it can help you in your emotional well-being. So, Rim, Kat, I think the other girl, Nonit, is still there? Yeah, and Rochelle. Do you have any questions to address or anything to say before I begin? I'm going to just give a general introduction first of hypnosis, what it is, and how is it different from hypnotherapy. Do you have any questions, or you want to introduce or tell something about yourself before I begin? Please go ahead.
Are you talking to me? Sorry.
Anyone, whoever wants. You want to say something, Rochelle?
No, just hi.
Hi.
No questions.
Right. Okay then. Until, if you don't have any questions now, it's fine. But if you have later on, do come forward, because this is going to be an interactive session. And if you have any questions, any curiosity that you want to be answered, I'm here, okay? Right. Okay, so the first thing is, what is hypnosis? Hypnosis is basically a meditation with intent. And a person, when he is relaxed into an artificially induced altered state of consciousness, and the state resembles sleep, but the mind is highly focused and responsive to suggestions. It is not sleep at all. The mind becomes even more focused and even more alert. And during hypnosis, the brain's cognitive systems are still able to interpret communication. You will be able to hear everything around you. You'll be able to even communicate back if you want to say something. So you will be not in a state of stupor, but you're going to be in a state of trance, a semi-trance kind of a state. The cognitive systems allow people to process information, categorize information, and create association. And when the brain is relaxed, it is open to new ideas and is capable of turning those ideas into habits if they choose to be guided in that direction. And this is hypnosis. And I am sure all of you must have had this idea about this belief about hypnosis. Maybe you have seen some kind of TV shows where a hypnotist wearing a black outfit, having a little goatee and a slicked black hair, swings a pendulum and says, if you look into my eyes and you're getting sleepy, and all those things that you have seen created a belief system in the mind of the people about what hypnosis is. So whenever people come for therapy, and they by the word hypnosis, some people get even intimidated. They believe that when they come for therapy, the hypnotherapist is going to control their mind and take over all the information that's there. I'm going to be able to extract that, and all your secrets are going to be revealed. So this is the kind of myth or belief that people come with, and then either it intimidates them to come for a session, or they are made to believe that there is something bad that's going to happen to them. So which is completely wrong, first of all. That's the first thing I would like to tell you all. I'm going to mute everyone. I think there's a lot of noise coming from, okay. So where was I? I was talking about about the myths of hypnosis. So, and this fantastic portrayal of hypnosis has given hypnosis a bad name. I mean, we know that because at the center, when people come or they call up, oh, hypnosis, hypnotherapist, they come sometimes with a lot of fear. And it is much more easier when people come to us with a real deeper understanding of what hypnotherapy is, and that's what I'm trying to convey today. How beneficial hypnotherapy is, and which is so different from what is staged or what is shown in a show, most of which is an act being put together by very professional actors. It has nothing to do with the therapy that we do during sessions. So some people, there is some relevance to it, that when we are in therapy, we are basically trying to put, as I said, a state of semi-trance by deep relaxation. And in this state of trance, we can work with the issue that the client is having. If all of you could just, when you come in, just mute your microphones so that there is no distraction with the session, it will be really appreciated. Thank you so much. So during hypnotherapy, as I said, it is basically putting you in a trance, and then it is often classed as a form of complementary medicine. It is perhaps better viewed as a branch of psychotherapy. Hypnotherapists can use suggestions to explore repressed memories, instill a desire for healthy habits, and even reprogram themselves to be open to ideas. So when you're coming to a registered integrated hypnotherapist or a clinical hypnotherapist, you are basically coming for a session where you can work with your subconscious. I have expertise in many other fields. I am an NLP master practitioner. I'm a CBT practitioner. I'm also a regression therapist, hypnotherapist. So if you ask me, from all these fields, the best possible modality to access the subconscious mind, I would, with my eyes closed, tell you it's hypnotherapy. Because in that state, when you go in deep inside of yourself, you will be able to reveal things, you'll be able to see things for yourself, and with the guidance of the therapist, you'll be able to resolve those unresolved, undigested issues from the past. And whatever is stopping you today to become yourself, the best, that you who wants to be the best in something, or the better version of yourself, you can resolve all of that, because you can access the blockages that's stopping you from becoming what you want to be. Whether it's in a relationship and you're finding difficulties or blockages to evolve in the relationship, whether it's health, whether it's career, whether it's just how you interact with people, whether you want to change a behavior pattern which is not serving you anymore, say smoking habits, or maybe any kind of obsessive compulsive disorders that we have. Anything that you need to understand about yourself, where it all started, why did it start, how it has involved you and influenced your life, and what you have to do to resolve it. This is what hypnotherapy gives you. So there is a difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy is a branch of psychotherapy. Hypnosis is just putting you in a trance and then taking you to that place in your mind where you are highly suggestible. So from here, if you guys have any questions, please ask me before I continue. Because for me, I have noticed that all the webinars that I do, I get very bored when I talk and talk and talk all by myself. So if you guys interact and say something that you're curious, or if you have any questions, it will really help me to make it more interesting. So guys, please, if one of you or all of you, whoever wants to talk, I'm unmuting everyone. Please go ahead, ask me. Guys, open up. There's nothing, no problem. I'm here if you have any questions. Or any of you have done any hypnotherapy sessions before? Any of you among all the people who are here today? How was your experience? Did you find it beneficial? Or did you find it not as beneficial as you had expected? What went wrong? Do you want to talk about it? Shilpa, Safia, Rochelle, Reem, Nonet, Munira, Trijoti, Kat, Anja. I'm here, please. Please talk. Oh, no. Okay, cool. You don't have to now. If you have later on, go ahead and tell me. So the next question would be, does it work? Does hypnosis work at all? Yes. Hypnosis has fascinated all of us. And with the stigma and the bad name that it has because of the stage hypnotists, it is even more enchanting to people. Even if they're scared, they're afraid of it, they're still enchanted by it. But there is nothing enchanting about hypnotherapy. It is just a psychotherapy, a different branch of psychotherapy. So there has been lots of rigorous testing and research, and it has a long-standing reputation for effectiveness among the general public. The spiritual philosophy of integrated hypnotherapy, that hypnotherapy is not just a therapeutic modality for behavioral and health resolution. The theme of this approach has the power to transform the knowledge for a spiritual seeker also into a deep-rooted wisdom that has the potential to completely illuminate the journey of our lives. The philosophy is based on the following premises: that human mind is a collector of various experiences. It has a natural tendency to judge these experiences and form association of like and dislike. We get attached to these experiences, define ourselves through them, and therefore we give birth to the human ego. The ego is a false sense of self which binds us with pain and pleasure, and through association with the external environment, we are now becoming victims, where the environment is controlling our happiness. So what hypnotherapy does, it helps you to separate yourself from the ego and neutrally observe it by gaining awareness of all the experience, people, conditioning, beliefs that define it. Once we are able to neutrally observe these attachments through a guided scientific process, release them with loving kindness, we no longer allow them to dominate us. This empowers us because all the sessions, all therapy is only about empowering us and allowing us or helping us to release and let go of everything that doesn't serve any longer. So as it empowers us to break free from recurring vicious patterns and gain the self-realization that we are not our ego, therefore, no matter what experiences we have, we are and always were complete. It then becomes easy and effortless to open our hearts and minds to the bliss and stillness and the completion that is present within us. Some of the main benefits of hypnotherapy is, as I said, stop smoking, stop drinking, drug dependency, losing weight, healthier diet, get rid of or obtain insights of other habits, anxiety, stress relief, controlling panic, remove fear and phobias, whether it's public speaking or anything that's basically stopping you from achieving something better. It helps us to deal with our health issues, if it is allergies, IBS, muscle pain, headaches, migraines, various skin problems, insomnia, irritability, digestive problems. It also helps us for our psychological and emotional well-being, to manage depression or grief, build confidence and self-esteem, control embarrassment. Like if we get embarrassed while we are talking to people, or we get flustered, or we start blushing and we can't, deliver what we have to. Pain management is very useful for pain management, and it helps us to control unnecessary physical pain and discomfort. Hypnosis has also shown effective in the treatment of wide range of physical conditions. So personal and spiritual development, which I spoke about earlier, to obtain personal insights through even dreams, like when you're having dreams, to obtain insights through it, achieve personal change through positive suggestions, visualization, affirmation, increase feelings of self-esteem, confidence, and self-worth, improve sporting performances, concentration, learning ability, and regress the mind to childhood, past lives, karmic release, cord cutting, higher self-therapy, foreign energy release, aura exploration and cleansing, spiritual guidance, releasing oaths, vows, curses, energy cleansing, aura shielding, everything can be done through hypnotherapy. So I will give you examples from the cases that I see on my daily life, like the people that I encounter every day. So when I help people with weight loss, weight issues through hypnotherapy, addressing smoking cessation through hypnotherapy has much more effectivity than just willpower, trying to control through willpower. Why willpower doesn't work after a certain point is because we are not dealing with the core issue. As you know, all addictions, all kinds, is basically we are trying to cover up a void. So whether it's you're addicted to food, cigarette, alcohol, drugs, or any other kind of addiction, the core issue is the void, emotional void that has been there, which was unaddressed. So let me give you an example. So there was, I helped a client with smoking, and he, growing up, was one of a family of 7 kids, but he was the child who looks different than the rest of his siblings. And at home, he would be made fun of by other brothers and sisters. When he went to school later on, he would look different than other kids in the class, and they would make fun. So as a child growing up, he never felt that he belonged somewhere. So there was this void of not belonging anywhere. And when he went later on to college and he started to smoke, and he started to smoke because he wanted to copy a group of boys who were considered the cool kids of the college. So once he was copying them and smoking, in his mind, he felt he belonged in that group. So the sense of belonging, which he never had inside, which was a void inside, cigarette would fill it up for him. So whenever he smokes, he would feel he is cool, that he is going to be accepted because he is same or alike to the cool kids of the college. And slowly, it becomes a habit. And you now, when you did it also, you don't know why you did it, why you picked up the first cigarette to smoke, you don't know. When it is a habit, you can't let go of it because habits are that strong that you can't let go. So during therapy, when all this awareness is brought to the client knows now, why did I start all of this in the first place? And what do I have to do to resolve it? Emotionally, we work on the emotional core issue first. And once the core issue is resolved, then the person just has to break the habit now. He or she doesn't have to work on an autopilot. Just pick up a cigarette whenever he feels that void inside or she feels the void inside, but unconsciously, not consciously, on autopilot. But now, with awareness, with the knowledge, with the understanding, and the core issue resolved, now we have other different tools to break the habit, which we give to the client, we teach to the client so that the client can practice. And it takes about 21 to 28 days. It is scientifically proved to build a new habit, and the neuroplasty that is essential to start on anything new. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks. For some people, it might be lesser or more, but generally it's from 3 to 4 weeks. So if you do those, if you continue using those tools for the next 21 to 28 days, then eventually you can break the habit for life. And for weight loss, like weight issues when we have. Munira, okay, right. No previous experience. Good. So I would, instead of writing on the chat, I would really, really appreciate if you could talk when you want. Just raise your hand, I'll unmute you and you can talk. Sometimes I just miss out the chat because I'm so involved in talking, and then I will reply to you, say after 15 minutes, and then the question will be lost. So please, if you have anything, just raise your hands and I'll unmute you, and it's better that we communicate, and I'm here for you in that way, in a better, faster way. So I'm going to unmute all of you once again, and this time, please speak up. And it's really, I'm telling you, the day you will be in my position talking for half an hour, you will be really bored. And just looking at myself at the screen and talking to myself, it's really boring. So if you have anything to say, please go ahead. It'll make my life interesting. I know it's not going to make much of a difference to you, but it's going to make my life interesting. Please go ahead. Oh no, please go ahead, say something. So far, anyone doesn't have any questions? No curiosity at all? What I said? No question to counter what I said? Or maybe you have a concept already, you have an understanding which you want to refresh with me. I have been doing this for the last 7-8 years, so I have some experience and knowledge through which I can share, and I'll let you know. I mean, I'll help you to answer, to get the answers.
Okay, I have a question. If I suffer like from different mental issues, and like PTSD, depression, panic attacks, etc. Like, how long will it take for me to, you know, um,
To get over?
yeah, to get over exactly?
Okay, so depends on how long you have been in this condition. The lesser number of time that you have been, the faster the recovery. The longer you have been, the longer it takes. Why? I'll also explain. During anxiety, when you're going through, say, anxiety for a longer period, our body's biochemistry completely changes. So we have very high levels of cortisol and adrenaline in our blood when we are highly anxious. So if you had, say, for during COVID, like when it started and until now, it's been already 3 months. If you had anxiety, say, for 3 months only, and then you address the issue now, probably the recovery will be in a month or two. You will start to feel better, you'll get over it, you'll have a deeper understanding, and probably the same issue, you will not face it with this intensity later again in your life. But say, for example, someone who comes to us and says that I have been under medication for the last 20 years for depression, and now I want to get over the medicine, I want to stop the medicine, and I want help. Like, what can you do about it? Then I can't really say, okay, there is a protocol. Oh, after 5 sessions, 3 sessions, everything is going to go away. I cannot guarantee that. Because first of all, you had been in a state for 20 long years, and medicine has already created a certain kind of chemical imbalance in your body. When you withdraw the medicine, that imbalance, withdrawal will be so strong that you will be completely out of your sorts. And then this therapy, when you're completely out of your sorts, you will feel it's not working at all. So the only thing that I can tell you, Reem, right now is, in case people want to seek help from this alternative scientific approaches that we have, I would suggest you come to us when things are still not that bad. Because once things go out of control, it takes much, much longer for the thing to resolve. So just don't wait for the last moment when you have tried everything on the planet and nothing worked, so you want to come and try. Don't do that. This is equally effective, scientifically proved, and this industry wouldn't have survived for so many years if this didn't work. So it works, but it works when you are still giving it a chance, when the things are happening and you can still control it with this help. When your biochemistry is completely out of balance, then definitely you will have to take medicine to control it. But before that stage arrives, you can take this help so that you don't have to be dependent on a medicine. Does that answer your question, Reem?
Yeah, thank you a lot.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Any questions? Please go ahead, whether it's related to yourself or something else or just related to the subject. Please go ahead and ask me. Nothing? Okay. So I was telling you about the different therapeutic approaches or different things that we can resolve with hypnotherapy. So I told you the definition of hypnosis. I told you how we create the state of hypnosis, and you will notice the change in breathing that happens when you come for a session. You will notice that perhaps your body is becoming limp and relaxed, and perhaps some people feel a lot of heaviness or stiffness in the body. Some people feel a lot of lightness in the body, and some people have partial amnesia. They don't even remember after the session what's happened, what was happening, or what was discussed. So we always give the clients option if they want to record, because the sessions are usually an hour or 90 minutes long. And it's sometimes even difficult for anyone to remember all that happened within that period. So we give the client option if they want to record their sessions so that they can listen to it later on and have a better understanding. We always ask the client, and if they wish, they do that. And if they don't, of course, it's their choice. So when you come out of the trance, you will sometimes feel very, very relaxed, very, very, like your head might feel a bit dizzy also. And sometimes the hands and the legs, you feel, oh, I don't have much of a sensation. And then some people doesn't feel any of that. So for some people, it's just like as you're sitting on a chair and listening to me talking, it's just that sensation. So different people react to hypnotherapy differently. There is no one thing that fits everyone in the same way. And why is it? Because we are all differently suggestible. So I'm going to talk about a few cases which will give you a better idea of what hypnotherapy can do. So there would be people coming for, say I work in an office and I have to do this presentation. It's a big thing coming up. And if I don't do this well, and my job will be at stake. So I really need to work on this so that I can perform really well at for the presentation. So the first thing is, have you ever done it before? Have you ever done presentations before? Yes, I have done. Then what is different now than the previous ones? Because the consequence is much bigger this time. Earlier on, I managed because the consequence was not that bigger. Okay, so what we have to now see, what is it that is stopping this client from achieving what she wants? She just wants to have a presentation where people are going to be wowed, and she's going to be really delivering the message very easily to the people, and people are going to buy what she's selling. So why isn't it happening? First thing we do, we'd regress the client to a moment where she had felt nervousness, anxiety doing a presentation recently, in the recent past. So if it was like a week ago, a month ago, when did you last feel anxious while doing the presentation? So the client goes back to that time, feels it, and then the sensations are so strong that the client can even, while sitting in the therapy chair, feel it in the body. That, oh, I feel my heart is beating faster, or I feel my hands are sweating. They are not at the presentation now. They are at the therapy chair, but they can feel exactly the same feeling as they felt while doing the presentation. So now what we do, we now focus on the sensations and the feelings, because the subconscious mind is wired with the sensations and feelings. The experience is only associated with the sensations and the feelings. So then we regress the client back. When did they, for the very first time, have the same sensation, like hands are sweating, heartbeat is racing, for the first time in their life? And that takes them back to another incident when they were, say, 6 years old, and they had to perform at school on the stage. And then the client relives the whole experience, understands what happened, why did she feel frightened there when she was 6 years old, doing that stage performance at school. What was the pressure? What was the consequence? Why the fear came? From where? Was it her own? Or it was the fear of someone else, maybe the fear of the parent who was sitting in the front row looking at her? Because if the child doesn't perform in a certain way, the pressure was felt by the child, and the pressure was from the parent. And the child could not handle that pressure, and she broke down. And that fear stayed in the subconscious mind. As an adult, she's 25 or 30 years old now. That 5-6 years old kid is forgotten completely by the conscious mind. Now the block is, whenever I have to present myself, I can't. I have a certain grip of fear that takes me over. My hands start to sweat, my heart beats faster, and I am stuck. So the whole connection happens, the whole association happens, relieving of the past, understanding of it, resolving. We do energy work. Wherever this fear came from, if it is not mine, it came from somewhere, that sense, that energy of that fear is released. And the client comes back to a state of an adult now, not acting as the child of 6 years old, when she has to face the world today as the adult. This is just one simple case of fear that we do, of public speaking or any kind of sure. Okay. Again, someone wrote something on the chat, and look, I'm like replying after 15 minutes. So I would really encourage you guys not to write on the chat, because I just lose it while talking. So yeah, where was I? I was talking about my client experiences. Yeah. So there was a client in the beginning when I started to work. I had this amazing experience. I had never experienced this before, and I have to tell you about this. So this client comes and she tells me that she hears and feels things as in energies around her. And during the night, every night she can't sleep, because there is something as if someone is playing upstairs and throwing marbles on the floor, and the noise of the marble doesn't allow her. And she has a sister who lives with her. So both of them, they can't sleep in the night. And it's not just that she is hallucinating, because initially I thought maybe it's only her experience and she is hallucinating or imagining, but it was also her sister who's seeing and hearing those same things as she is. So the client would then go back every time she would be in that state where she is seeing and hearing things. She would think that she is going crazy, and she would, she wouldn't know how to react with her outer world, because inside she's demoralized every day. So what is happening with me? Why am I different? Why am I going through all of this? So when she came, we did just one session with her, and we figured out that the same feeling, as I said, initially we go back to the feeling and the sensation, and then we regress the client back in the past where it all started. And this all started when she had a disease. She had an autoimmune disease, and her hair from her body started to fall. And she started to feel that she's different. She's different than everyone else. And slowly, her sensations, her sensibility heightened, because her feeling that she's different from everyone else. She doesn't have hair in the head, her body, even in her body, her eyebrows. So it made her feel very different from everyone else. Not only that, her self-confidence went very low, and her sense of worthiness was gone completely. So we really had to work on all of that to build it up. Unfortunately, she was unable to carry forward the therapy later on, but it was such an amazing experience with this client. And I don't know, if hypnotherapy was not there, how would you ever understand that it was the root of the problem had started like 16, 17 years ago in her life when her disease, the autoimmune disease had started. And every client that I see gives me more validation of the work that I do. It makes me feel that how the science has really, really deep implications in our life. And the basic things, enhancement of your personal life, your personal growth, that is just, I would say, a side effect of therapy that naturally happens. Even if you don't try it, it naturally happens because you're becoming so aware of who you are and resolving those past beliefs and the past blockages, and then evolving into a different and a better version of yourself. That's a side effect. At the same time, when you are becoming so much focused about other people, their actions, their behaviors, and you are handling yourself so much better in your outer world that your relationships with the outer world completely changes. Anyways, any questions if you guys have, please go ahead. I'm going to just guide you now into just a simple induction that we do in hypnotherapy. A classical induction, hypnotherapeutic induction, which will help you to get some kind of understanding of what we do during the session. So if you have any questions, please go ahead. No? Nothing? Okay, no problem. So wherever you are, just make yourself as comfortable as you can. If you want to lie down, you can lie down. If you want to just rest your back somewhere on the chair, on the wall, wherever you are, just give yourself a support. And just give yourself the permission to close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Slowly breathe in and breathe out. Imagining every breath that you take in, you're taking in deep relaxation inside. And every breath that you are leaving, exhaling, releasing, you're letting go of everything that is not serving you anymore. So breathing in, deep relaxation. Whatever is that deep relaxation to you, you can imagine what is it for you. And breathing out everything that doesn't serve you anymore. You may know what it is, or you may not know. It doesn't matter. Just give that intention. And just imagine that in your mind's eye, there is a screen, a television screen or a computer screen or a mobile screen. And there is a screen in front of your eyes, in your mind's eye, in your imagination. And there is a number 50, 50, written on the screen. And you intently keep focusing on the screen, and this number is zooming into your face, into your eyes, and then receding back. And then the next number that comes in is 49, zooming in into your eyes, and then receding back. 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. And the rest of the numbers, just zoom in and zoom out and zoom in and zoom out. And the last number that you can see is 0. And the screen disappears. And as soon as the screen disappears, you begin to feel your physical body, which is so relaxed and becoming so calm. Your eyes are closed, your physical body is beginning to relax, your mind is becoming so calm, and you're beginning to go deep down into a hypnotic sleep, which is very, very comfortable and very relaxing. You're in a state of deep hypnotic sleep. And now as I count you down from 5 to 0, with each count, you would go 10 times as deep. Your physical body will be 10 times more relaxed and your mind will be 10 times more calm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Any sound in the background, coupled with the sound of my voice, will help you to go even deeper. Just focus on your eyelids, and with each breath, start breathing out all the stress, all the tension through your closed eyelids. And your eyelids will naturally begin to feel very limp, absolutely free from all tension and very, very heavy. And you will know when your eyelids feel very limp and very heavy that you have successfully let go of all the stress, all the tension. With your closed eyes, you are going to start to go even deeper with each and every breath. You will keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. And you're going to a place inside of you which is so safe, so comfortable. a place which is your true home, which is inside you. With each and every breath you take, give yourself the permission to go deeper into this home of yours, where your body is relaxed and your mind is very, very calm. And as you drift down, relaxed, your entire body is allowed to rest and relax. And you go even deeper, and all distractions just disappear from your mind's eye. Concentrating just on your breathing, breathing in pure relaxation and exhaling all the tension in the body. Feel all of the tension leaving the chest area as you exhale. Feel yourself relaxing even deeper with each and every breath, and your breathing is so regular, so easy and effortless. And you're relaxing more and more, and your entire body is completely and totally relaxing as you drift even deeper down with each and every breath. And you will feel this relaxation covering you up like a warm, fluffy blanket. Just enjoy this relaxation. And you will notice that some parts of your body are easier to relax, and concentrating on those areas of your body that you find to be most comfortable and more relaxed. You're recognizing and realizing what there is about those 8 areas that make you so comfortable and so relaxed. Feel all the sensations in those areas. The most relaxed and comfortable parts of your body. And allowing and feeling the comforting sensations of the most relaxed areas of your body begin to spread. And as this marvelous, warm, wonderful feeling of relaxation spreads to other parts of your body, the feeling of relaxation becomes even stronger. And the relaxed parts spread their energy into the rest of the body, and continuing to spread to all the parts as you desire to relax deeper and deeper. Picture and imagine the relaxation now spreading like the rays of the sun and gently warming and relaxing, like the rings of water spreading from a pebble tossed into a gentle pond, and the relaxation spreading into every muscle, cell, fiber, bone in your body. You're enjoying this tranquil and peaceful relaxation in every part of your body, and with every passing moment, this feeling of deep, tranquil, comforting relaxation becomes stronger. And every cell, every part of your body knows, enjoys this wonderful sensation. Spread out this wonderful sensation from the confines of your body. Spread out, spreading it out beyond the skin to form a protective shield around you. And you can let this feeling spread far, far beyond your physical body. Or if you want, you can keep it close, just like a second skin. And since this protective bubble or shield is your own creation, you can do with it as you wish. You can use this shield in any way you want. The uses of this shield is limitless. It can act as a filter to filter out those feelings or things going on around you, and filtering situations that are uncomfortable and allowing you to let in those feelings you wish to let in and experience. And it can act as an amplifier to help you understand people, to help people understand you. And this protective bubble can be invisible or visible to few people or as many people you want it to be. And you are using this protective shield any way you choose to use it. And that is okay, because this is your own creation. And you're using this shield and enjoying comfort in every part of your body. Practicing and using this shield beyond the confines of your physical body. And you can experiment with it, making it as large as you like, using it as a transport to another place, another time. And the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Just like a muscle when you go to the gym. The more you work out, the stronger the muscle gets. And this realization will stay with you even when I awaken you. You can return to this place of peace, tranquility, and deep relaxation and use this shield anytime you desire to do so. And you are using this shield and feeling this relaxation spread to all parts of your body. I'm just going to go quiet now for a few moments and just allow yourself to stay in this deeply relaxed, protective shield. And I'm going to now count from 1 to 5. And at 5, you're going to come back to the here and now with complete awareness and with beautiful, deeply relaxed, happy smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you're back to the present, to the here and the now. Thank you guys. Did you enjoy the induction? Whoever was here with me.
Yeah, it was really good. Thank you. Very calming.
Could you build or visualize the protective shield around you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you did. Anyone else? Thank you all very much for joining in today. And please feel free if you want. Illuminations gives you a 30 minutes free consultation opportunity with me. Anytime at your convenience, you can call us up. You can book a consultation to experience more about or to know more about hypnotherapy. And if you have any issues that you want to resolve, we can talk about it, discuss a plan of therapy, and it will be your choice if you want to continue the therapy afterwards or not. But you can definitely get this free 30 minutes consultation anytime at your convenience. Thank you all so
Would you
much for joining.
would you recommend using the shield when say you're in a stressful situation?
Yeah, definitely. This is a stress releasing hypnotic induction.
Yeah. So you just kind of imagine that the shield's there whenever you're
Yeah.
in a stressful situation.
Yeah. So
to
if
calm
you could,
yourself.
just sit 5 minutes every day, just building it up, so that when you are
Practice.
in a stressful situation, you don't have to imagine it separately. You every morning wake up, or whenever you want, morning, first thing in the morning, you can have this 5 minutes of visualization exercise to build up the protective shield around you, and then go about with your day.
Okay, that's good. Thank
And this is
you.
very, very helpful if you can really practice it, because it comes more and more with practice.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night.
Thank you.
Have a good night. All the best.
Bye.
Bye.